Naomi in tears after Jimmy Uso involved in tragic plane crash. WWE World in shock. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. This isn't a storyline. This isn't about rivalries, title belts, or betrayals. This is real. The WWE Universe is reeling from breaking news that has left the wrestling world stunned, heartbroken, and in disbelief. Jimmy Uso, one half of the legendary Usos, a foundational part of the Bloodline, was involved in a tragic plane crash just hours ago. Details are still emerging, but what we know is that it's serious. And no one is feeling the impact more than his wife, Naomi. A woman drenched in tears, shattered by a nightmare that no one saw coming. Tonight, we take you inside this shocking story, the accident, the aftermath, the pain, and the outpouring of emotion from around the globe. A trip that was never supposed to end this way. It was supposed to be a normal travel day for Jimmy Uso. After a whirlwind WWE European tour, Jimmy boarded a private jet alongside a few close friends and producers, headed back to the US, en route to Friday Night SmackDown. He had performed just the night before in Paris. Crowd chants of "Use, use" echoed through the Accor Arena. He was in high spirits, laughing backstage, FaceTiming Naomi, and hyping his return to the US. But somewhere during the flight, tragedy struck. Rough weather, engine failure, panic. Reports confirm that the plane carrying Jimmy Uso lost contact with air traffic control roughly 40 minutes into its flight. It disappeared from radar. Moments later, a distress signal. And then, silence. Emergency rescue teams were dispatched. The wreckage was found hours later in a remote area along the coast of Ireland. Breaking news shakes WWE. The first reports came through social media. Unconfirmed tweets, whispers from airline staff, a few cryptic posts from travel journalists. Then came the gut-wrenching alert. WWE superstar Jimmy Uso reportedly among passengers on a downed aircraft. It sent shockwaves through the wrestling community. Backstage at Monday Night Raw, performers froze. Phones rang. Producers huddled behind gorilla position. Triple H was said to have left a creative meeting mid-sentence. Roman Reigns, who had been on hiatus, was called immediately. Jey Uso, Jimmy's twin, reportedly collapsed to his knees upon hearing the news. But no one took it harder than Naomi. Naomi's tears. Naomi was at home in Orlando when the call came. She had spoken to Jimmy just hours earlier. He told her he loved her. That he'd be home in time to tuck in the kids. That he couldn't wait to sit on the couch, finally rest his body, and plan their upcoming vacation. But the next time her phone rang, it wasn't Jimmy. It was WWE officials. Naomi screamed, dropped her phone, collapsed to the floor. Neighbors say they heard her wailing through the walls. Paramedics were called. Not because she was injured, but because she was in such deep shock she couldn't breathe. They gave her oxygen. She couldn't stop sobbing. He was just on FaceTime, she kept repeating. He told me he was coming home. The search and what we know. Rescue crews combed through the crash site for hours. The aircraft had suffered major damage on impact. Debris was scattered across miles of shoreline. Bodies were recovered, some badly burned, others unrecognizable. But among the wreckage, Jimmy Uso's passport was found. His custom ring gear was located in a duffel bag, half submerged in water. WWE officials released a brief statement. "We are aware of the reported plane crash involving our talent. Our thoughts are with everyone on board. Updates will follow as more is confirmed." But still, the question lingered. Is Jimmy Uso alive? As of now, there has been no official confirmation of his condition. What we know is that he was on that flight. What we don't know is whether he survived. The WWE locker room breaks down. Inside WWE's locker rooms, there is no divide. No Raw, no SmackDown, no NXT, just one family, mourning together. Roman Reigns reportedly left his home to fly directly to Orlando to be with Naomi. Jey Uso, unable to speak, canceled all appearances. Solo Sikoa, Jimmy's younger brother, broke down backstage, smashing equipment and shouting, "This can't be real." Paul Heyman, usually stoic, was seen hugging multiple superstars in silence. Bianca Belair and Montez Ford rushed to Naomi's house. They stayed with her for hours, refusing to leave. Bayley, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens joined a late-night Zoom call to pray together. Across WWE, people aren't just reacting like coworkers, they're reacting like family. Because Jimmy wasn't just a performer. He was a brother to all of them. Flashbacks of A King. As the world prays for Jimmy's survival, fans have been flooding social media with memories. Clips of his legendary promos with Jay. Their record-breaking tag team title run. The moment Jimmy stood face to face with Roman and told him, "You ain't the tribal chief to me." Jimmy Uso was passion. He was fire. He was love for the business. He bled WWE. He lived for the fans. But beyond all that, his greatest pride wasn't being part of the Bloodline. It was being Naomi's husband. He often told interviewers, "Naomi shines brighter than all of us. I'm just lucky to stand in her light." Naomi's silent suffering. Since the crash, Naomi hasn't posted on social media. She hasn't made a public statement. But sources close to her say she's inconsolable. Her home is now surrounded by friends, family, and security. But nothing, no flowers, no phone calls, no messages, can ease the ache in her heart. She keeps looking at her phone, waiting for a call that will never come. Her last Instagram story, posted the night before the crash, showed Jimmy smiling next to her in a hotel room, his arm around her. The caption, "My person, always." WWE plans live tribute. While Jimmy's status remains unconfirmed, WWE is preparing for both outcomes. If he is found alive, he will be honored as a survivor. If he is confirmed deceased, WWE will go into mourning. Triple H is said to be organizing a live SmackDown tribute titled, "Use Forever." It will include a 10-bell salute, video messages from current and former superstars, live reactions from the WWE roster, an in-ring address from Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, a performance by Naomi, if she is emotionally ready. Fans will be encouraged to wear Day 1 gear and bring glow sticks in honor of both Jimmy and Naomi. Worldwide prayers and hope. The hashtag pray for Jimmy Uso is trending worldwide. From Tokyo to Toronto, wrestling fans, athletes, celebrities, and even rival promotions have sent messages of love and support. AEW's Chris Jericho wrote, "We're all in this together. Prayers up for Jimmy Uso and the entire Anoa'i family." WWE Hall of Famer The Rock shared a powerful post. "This hits home. Praying with everything in me. Stay strong, Us. We love you." Fans in Ireland, where the crash happened, have started leaving candles, flowers, and signs at the shoreline. This isn't just a wrestling story. This is a human story. Naomi's final words, for now. Just hours ago, Naomi sent a short voice memo to close friends. She gave permission for it to be shared publicly. "If this is the end, I want you all to remember Jimmy for his heart. Not just what he did in that ring, but who he was in every room. He made people laugh. He lifted people up. He made me feel like the luckiest woman in the world. I still believe he's out there. I still believe I'll hear his voice. I'm not giving up, because he never gave up on me." Then, she broke into sobs. And the message ended. A WWE family united. In a company often defined by kayfabe and storylines, this moment is undeniably real. The WWE family is united, more than ever, in hope, in grief, in support. Whether Jimmy Uso is found alive or not, his impact will live forever. His laughter, his talent, his spirit, these are not things a plane crash can destroy. If he comes home, we celebrate. If he doesn't, we honor him with every heartbeat. To Naomi, we send love, strength, and light. To Jay, we send a brotherhood that never dies. To the fans, we stand together. And to Jimmy Uso, wherever you are, we love you, we miss you, we believe in you. This is more than just wrestling. This is family. Thanks for watching, folks. This was one for the history books. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the biggest moments in wrestling. Until next time, keep it locked, and keep it wrestling.